to the celebration of life for Graciela Perez. I'm Sarah Matthews, and my two friends, we planned this for weeks, and we are really excited to share with you all of our experiences of knowing Graciela. And Susan would like to say something.
Okay. Hi, I'm Susan, and I've probably known Graciela longer than anyone here. Maybe 30 years ago, we met in a dance class. She even lived with me for 6 months, sleeping on the couch when she was looking for a more permanent situation. And I remember her having to get up at about 4:30 a.m. to go to some job she had in Orange County, and she had to take a bus and then a train to get there at 8:30 or 9 a.m. I've been through all of it with her, including her various medical treatments. Graciela always remained young at heart. She never gave up on her quest for health and fitness. Fitness was her obsession and her profession. Although her original career was law in Argentina, her passion was health and fitness. Despite all her trials, she usually was able to maintain a very positive attitude. To coin a phrase, she accentuated the positive and eliminated the negative. She was always seeking opportunities to better her life and her career. She never gave up. Right to the very end, she was planning on expanding her business and continuing her teaching. She excelled at water sports. As we all know, she loved the ocean. As a matter of fact, she gave me this lovely t-shirt, ocean-themed t-shirt, which is my absolute favorite t-shirt. She loved the ocean, particularly, and Los Angeles. She found the people here in Los Angeles who were open, compatible, and spiritual, as was she. She had many dear friends here in Los Angeles. The outpouring of love, sadness, and sympathy since her passing has truly been overwhelming. She never forgot her family in Argentina, though. She kept in close contact with her brothers Danny, her sisters Cynthia and Vicky, and her many nieces and nephews, as well as her mother and father when they were alive. I had the opportunity to meet many of them. She always was showing pictures or videos of her family to her friends here in Los Angeles, their gatherings, parties, and vacations. She loved her family very much, and they loved her. She will be truly missed.
Well said, Susan. I know
you.
Irma would like to share a little about why she's wearing workout wear because of all this enthusiasm for exercise.
Okay. So one thing that I share with Graciela is my passion for workout. Besides energy work and spirituality, I really also connected with Graciela because I love to exercise. I love being outdoors. So I remember going for walks, a long walk on the park with her for about an hour at least, and talking about different situations in our life. So I miss my walking partner, Graciela, but I know she's with me when I walk by myself.
Well, I have the last of the trio here. We're the Tres Amigas because we went through the very end of life with Graciela and the celebration that's been planned. And we can't wait to share with you all of these people and their experiences. And I particularly was touched that Irma was able to share with me Graciela's very last moments, even at the hospital. And my favorite story at the hospital was when I brought in the baklava. We all enjoyed a little bit of baklava.
I loved it.
Yes, it was so
And I
good.
went all the way to this wonderful store in West LA called the Elot Market. And the baklava is delicious there. She was able to share it and talk about it. And that's the other thing that was really funny about her and her health regime. Every now and then, a couple times a year, she would allow herself some sweets.
Yes,
Mhm.
love it.
Hi, I'm Lady Reed, and I the first time I've spoken to Graciela was back 4 years ago, And that was when I was asking her to write an article about herself so I could introduce her in our Dragon Network's newsletter. And yeah, she sounded very happy, and like we click. She's a great person, so she emailed it to me, and I was able to post it in there, and we agreed that we would, one day have more time together, right? And thanks be to God, we did. After all these years, we kind of always see each other on events, and because she's a very good friends of Grandmaster Eric Lee and Joycelyn Liu and Sarah Matthews, we always hang around together. And I actually see her as someone who is a more like a kindred spirit of us because of her wonderful sense of beauty within her, and the fact that she is also a fitness fanatic, like us. I really like it how she gets involved in teaching yoga and dancing, as well as just enjoying life. And she was a pretty strong woman, I think. I heard stories about her also through Grandmaster Eric Lee. So yeah, it's kind of sad that she has to go before us, but I'm kind of happy that she's home, and I'm sure she's always with us anyway.
What can I say? Graciela, we're gonna join you sooner or later, okay? So don't worry, we'll be up there. One of these days, 50 years from now, most of us are probably not gonna be here, so we're gonna join you later. So you have a contribute, make our life more richer because your contribution, friendship, love, and all that stuff. So we really appreciate it. So you're not alone, okay? We're over here now, but we cross the other side, and then we meet again. So don't worry. One of these days, sooner or later, we all have to be patient, right? So they say patience is virtue. We're only camping here, so as soon as the camping is over, we're gonna go to different places, different dimension. So we care for you, we love you, and I know we don't forget. Hopefully you don't forget either. So, like Hawaiians say, adios. I didn't say that. That's Mexican, Spanish. So, aloha.
Hi, I'm Claudia. Oh gosh, should I get right into it? How did I meet Graciela? Graciela, I met her at Sarah's birthday party a long time ago. Ever since I met Graciela, she has been absolutely amazing. I've seen her throughout the years, at parties, and, I even saw her at the gym, and she's got this incredible body, of course. And it was so amazing. She had such a beautiful spirit about her, and she was so loving and wonderful and always fun to talk to. She always had that zest for life, and she always was so amazing, in all the sense of the word. I don't know how to explain it. She just had that spirit about her, and that zazz, that thing about her. And I just love it, and I will miss her so much. I will miss her so much. It's not even funny how much I'll miss her, and we're all gonna miss her so much.
Can you talk about vida con pasión para familia de Graciela?
Vida con pasión.
Compasión.
Ay, bueno, yo tengo una compasión bien grande a la familia de señorita Graciela, y de verdadmente era una gran mujer en todas partes. Bueno, yo no sé cómo decirte, era una hermosura de mujer, muy gran amiga, muy divina, muy linda, y de verdadmente ella quería a todos, y ella nunca tenía ni una cosa mala para decirle a nadie. So, de verdadmente, muchos besos y muchos abrazos a todos de la familia de Graciela. Hasta luego.
Hi, Graciela. This is Rich Poirier. I know you're up there in heaven somewhere. So sad to hear of your transition, but you're in our heart and you always will be. You've been one of our group, our hanging out party people that the wonderful Sarah Matthews has so well coordinated over the years. So I run into you in so many different parties and have. So anyways, I just want to let you know that you're in my heart. You always will be, and we'll always have kind thoughts and kind memories of you that we'll be sharing with all of our friends. Thank you and Godspeed.
I'm Brian Leisner. I'm a former student of Graciela. The first time was around 2010 or so, and I was taking a few exercise classes where I lived, and she was one of the instructors there, and it was an instant connection. And I felt that every week I look forward to seeing and taking her class, and I think she had the same kind of spirit about exercise and diet. And we would stay after class and we would chat about all different things, life outside of exercise, and it was very important to have that bond with her. I know that there's a lot of students that felt the same way, and she had a pretty big following from where we lived, and I think she continued some of those relations outside of her classes there, and then she had moved on and did classes and still kept in touch with most of her students, which I think was a very impactful thing. So it was about 10 years or so, and I had reached out to many of people all over the world, as far as Denmark and in Korea, and she touched so many people, and I had just had the feeling that I needed to tell her of her passing, and it was very difficult. She had touched so many people.
Hi, I just wanted to say that I did Graciela's makeup twice. I did it for her Mermaid video, and I was in her Mermaid video. And Graciela came to all my birthday parties, and I tried to come to all of her birthday parties. So I remember we would share a lot of exercise things together too, because I went to do one of her exercise video, well, not a video, just exercising with her on La Brea at her studio. And she came over and wanted to talk about pollution, and I believe in that. And so we also did a video last month, and I saw that she was not feeling as well as she should. But I was very disappointed to find out that she fell sick so quickly compared to how she was when she was over here, because we were going to do some pool exercises, but she never was able to come back because she wasn't feeling strong enough to do that. But she gave me this lovely bracelet that I will keep and remember her by. And when she brought her makeup kit, I said, "Oh, that's pretty." And she said, "Well, you gave it to me," and I had kind of forgotten that she kept everything, so it was really sweet. And we're going to miss her a lot. Hi, I'm Mermaid Pacifica, and I want to talk about straws. When you leave straws in, my animal friends think that it's food and they eat it. And what's going to happen if they keep eating plastic? It's going to go in your food. So you have to make sure to throw your straws away, cut them up, and everything that's plastic has to be disposed of differently instead of going into the ocean. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Shelley Hillman, and I am friends and missing dearly my friend Graciela. I met Graciela through my friend Sarah and my friend Gina, and I found her to be a fascinating person. I realized that she came from a different country, can't quite remember where, but I know that she had a great love for all of us here. It was so much fun to go out with her. She always was embracing life and always had a joy for living that just transpired through everything, just gave life to everything. I had so much fun with her, and I'm going to miss her dearly, absolutely, because now after we get done with whatever it is we're doing now, I want a party. And she would have been one of the first on my list of invitees. So to all of you that love her and all of you that never got the chance to meet her, we wish her a safe journey wherever it is she's headed and where she's going, and hope to see her one of these days in the future when we're on that side of the void. Thanks.
Hi, my name's Lanning Gold, and I'm going to talk about Graciela, one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my entire life. Unfortunately, I never got a chance to take one of her classes because she always would say to me, "You need to exercise with me." And the thing is, I never got around to that. I probably would have if I could have. Maybe I should have. But she was just such a pleasant person, and she was always had a big smile on her face. And she always tried to get me to exercise. But anyway, I always had the fondest memories of her, and I miss her right now.
So I remember having run into Graciela at Gina, a party at my friend Gina's. We were having a music video kind of. Gina had done a music video and they were having a showing, and everyone was showing their art. And I remember everyone hanging out in the garage. Graciela was there with. She always had like very cool kind of flair, necklacey stuff, very, dancey kind of thing. And I remember us all kind of playing hand drums and her dancing and us having just fun, kind of sharing and just going back and forth between stuff that Gina had on and stuff that I was sharing. I also believe, I remember Gina had another place, a party in the big house, we called it, like in the Adams area. And she always would have really cool, just jams in the main room. I kind of called it the mirror room because there was this big, beautiful mirror and there's a stage and everyone would sing and, play. And I know Graciela and Gina and everyone would kind of be dancing the night away is what I like to call it. We always had a lot of fun. Just so in my memory, I'll remember her as that. And I hope with, for her friends and her family that through her transition into a different, different state of awareness, that we remember and celebrate that she was always like, fun loving and part of that community that wanted to have, celebrate life, sing, dance, be merry, and that kind of vibe. So I know her from that, and that's how I remember her and honor her memory and her spirit.
Hi, my name is Marilyn, and I met Graciela through Sara. I don't even remember how long ago I met her. Sara has always been someone that brings people together. Graciela was this delightful woman who had a huge heart for helping people. And so we connected, and I didn't get to spend much time with her in the past 12, whatever amount of years it's been. However, we were able to spend quality time in the past few months, talking on the phone. Her and I had one thing in common, which was breast cancer. I'm a breast cancer survivor, and we spoke of our journey, and I didn't get to experience a lot of what she was going through the first time. The second time, a little bit more. My background is behavioral sciences, so because we are both caretakers, we were able to speak with each other at a very heart and soulful level. I had spoken with her about the fact that she was such a caring giver that it would benefit her to allow people to help take care of her at whatever level they could or she would be comfortable with the last 6 months of her life. She wanted to make people's lives better. So she was constantly looking at what she could do to educate herself so she could be of service to others. And she did it diligently, with integrity. She did not allow the cancer to define her or to navigate her life. She was going to be the one who's going to navigate what she was going to do, how she was going to do it, how she was going to interact with people. She really wanted people to be as healthy as possible, and being the example was important for her. We talked about our health. We talked about what we wanted for the future as caregivers. We also talked about what was the best thing for us to do for ourselves. So if we took care of ourselves better, we could help take care of other people better and longer. It was my honor to spend some time with her. And even though I didn't get to see her in the hospital, we spoke on a regular basis every couple of days. And she was a very loving, kind person. Para la familia, quería decirte que fue un honor a conocerla. Ella tenía un corazón bien grande y quería ayudar a las personas, todas las personas que podía. En cada día estaba estudiando para ser mejor para las personas que vinieron como estudiantes. Le mando el alma, corazón mío para ustedes. Adiós.
Hi, my name is Irma Wilson, and I met beautiful Graciela about a year ago. I was referred to her by a friend. Graciela needed energy work. And after I met her, and we really became really good friends, and I could totally relate to her because I had breast cancer myself in 2014. So after meeting, we really struck up a beautiful friendship, and we would talk every single day. I remember dropping my son off to school. I'm calling her around 7:30 in the morning. I would usually wake her up, and I would say hi to her, and we would talk about what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. Also, another thing that I beautiful had in common with Graciela is about spirituality. We took some classes together. She introduced me to this healer that really taught beautiful spiritual coaching class, and we were spending time together talking about it, practicing about it, everything that we learned. It's been quite a journey with me, and I was so excited to be with Graciela when she was in the hospital. I'm so blessed to have been with her when she transitioned to the other world. Even though people believe that her body is not here, I believe her spirit is here. And I miss her a lot, but I know even though she's not here physically, she's there somewhere. And I always dream about her and communicate with her. And, you know, I know it's been very difficult to the family, but I can tell them that Graciela loved them so much. And she always spoke highly of every one of you, including nieces, nephews, sisters, and brothers. And I will miss Graciela, but I know she has a special, wonderful place in my heart. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Gina, and I'm just like a mermaid because we're here to honor Graciela, who is our favorite mermaid. And whatever we used to do, any event or anything, you could always count on Graciela. She would show up, and she will be missed, very missed in all of our endeavors from now on. I think maybe we'll have to carry around a little tiny mermaid just so she's with us all the time. I am from the Mediterranean. I am Mediterranean. That is my mermaid name. And I am very sad about all the drilling of the oil in our oceans because we don't like the sound, we don't like the smell, and it's polluting all of our food sources. So please try to not use so much oil. That would be great. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name's Gina. I've known Graciela for over 8 years now. Worked with her in Los Angeles for 4, then moved over to Orange County, but we always kept in touch via the phone and also via Zoom. And I tremendously miss her actually, because she was my go-to even when I was in Orange County, because I would call her just when I needed some advice or just a chat, and she was always available. She really was always available. And even when I worked with her in Los Angeles, she was just so helpful and just such a giver, and always helping and always advising me and sharing information. She never kept anything to herself, so she always shared. She was a tremendous person, and she's one of these women who actually at 1 o'clock in the morning, I remember going out with her and I wanted to go and drop off a letter in Orange County. We were living in Los Angeles, and she actually drove me from LA to Orange County at 1 o'clock in the morning just so that I could drop off a letter. And that's what kind of person she was, and I do miss her tremendously. She was my, just on the always reachable and always there for me. I wish her all the best wherever she is, and she's left. She's definitely made her mark, and it's made me realise as well that just to take a step back, and because she just worked so hard in everything she did, in everything. She really did. She was always trying to find new courses to do and helping people, and just never, took a moment for herself. So it's actually a lesson for all of us just to take a moment for ourselves as well, even though we live in such a fast-paced world. I miss her wherever she is. I hope her the best, and she's got lots of friends to celebrate her life. So she's a very lucky woman.
Hi, my name is Mark Klein, and I've known Graciela probably 15 or 16 years. And believe it or not, I met her on an ancient dating site. It's become very popular now, but at the time it wasn't very popular. But we became more friends as a romantic thing. But we both had a common love of many things, and one of them was rock and roll music. So I took her to this concert, and she hadn't heard of the band before. And I said, well, have you ever heard of Nirvana? She said, well, yeah, of course I've heard of Nirvana. I said, well, this is the drummer of Nirvana. And it was an acoustic show of what was going to become the Foo Fighters. And a few years later, when the Foo Fighters became very famous and very big, I took her to another concert, and I asked her, do you remember the first one we went to? So we saw many rock and roll shows together at the Hollywood Bowl and different venues. And Graciela was a very special person, as everyone I'm sure is going to speak to today. She had a connection with people and to people. I actually helped her design one of her first brochures when she started doing water therapy. And I thought it was so amazing that she was trying to target her healing work with the elderly people. And as you're going to hear today from other people, she made connections very quickly. She was a very deep soul and a very, very soulful person. And I don't know how many people know that she actually was a lawyer. And she was an attorney in Argentina, but gave all of that up when she came to America to pursue another dream. She continued to do some international marketing, but she really fell in love with helping people. And that's an amazing thing. So I guess I just wanted to keep this short and close and say that we lost an amazing person and a great soul. And God bless, and a great trip and journey on your next journey, Graciela. And to her family, we're lucky to have her in our lives. Thank you.
I remember Graciela from her birthday party in 2018 at Cafe Roma in Beverly Hills. And she was so happy that she had as many friends as she did show up. There must have been, it was 10 or 15 of us. We sat around for hours and chatted, had dinner, and she was just so grateful. We took lots of photographs. She was dressed in like a pinkish dress, I remember. Yeah, she looked so nice. And she was so suntanned. She was always suntanned from working out on the beach. I guess I met her about 5 years ago. Yeah, when Joycelyn invited a bunch of us to go to a TV showing of Dr. Kent. I think that's the first time that I met her.
As you should know, if you don't, Neptune is a big advocate for cannabis and hemp. Did you know that anything that's made from petroleum, any kind of plastic, can be made from hemp? The difference, petroleum isn't biodegradable. You make plastic stuff from hemp, it's biodegradable. Instead of choking the little fishies and the other sea creatures, you'll be feeding them. So make sure that all plastic products are made from hemp.
I'm Mermaid Atlantean, and Graciela Perez sent me here to talk to you. We have a very serious problem with an island of trash in the middle of our ocean. And you know that trash is just building and building. It's the size of a very large island. So we have to start removing it. So you too can contribute to clean up, and they surround the trash, scoop it up, and remove it. We have to start now. We're here to commemorate Graciela Perez, and what a beautiful time of day. And we all are thinking about the environment because of what Graciela taught us. We need to reuse, we need to recycle, and we need to stop throwing away so much plastic. Me and my mermaid friends have more messages for you.
We do not like to swim in the ocean that's polluted, and it's up to you to make sure that you don't leave trash in our water. This is our home, and it's so hard to swim when you can't find bottles and cans and all kinds of things in our water.
I agree. And all those face masks, you have to dispose of them properly. And maybe not wear a disposable face mask. Maybe you should get a friend to make you a mask, or buy a mask that you can reuse, because they are already ending up in our oceans, and we don't like that at all.
And no more straws. We don't need straws. We need people cleaning the ocean. Help us, Neptune.
Yes, all we need is control. All we need is you people to start doing what you know you're supposed to do, or you'll get this pitchfork up your kazoo.
Where's the kazoo?
We have the next generation.
That's a good question. What is the kazoo? You'll find out. You don't behave.
So do the right thing. Give a hoot and don't pollute. Graciela, the mermaid,
we miss you.
Dear friends and family, near and far, thank you for sharing this time of commemoration. We are thankful for Graciela Vivian Perez as she left us in August 2020. We are sending this tribute to her influence from sea to shining sea. May she continue to motivate all of us to take care of our health and the oceans. We have a special thanks to Graciela's family, with us in spirit.
Estimada familia y amigos que se encuentran cerca o lejos, les agradecemos por darnos la oportunidad de compartir con ustedes la conmemoración de nuestra querida Graciela Vivian Perez, que nos dejó en agosto del 2020. Este tributo está dedicado a la gran influencia e importancia que Graciela le dio al océano. Que su recuerdo nos siga motivando para cuidar nuestra salud y la limpieza de los océanos. Le extendemos un agradecimiento especial a la familia de Graciela que se encuentra con nosotros en espíritu. Muchas gracias a todas las personas que participaron en la creación de este video en homenaje a nuestra querida Graciela. Les agradecemos a los hermanos Cintia Pérez y a su esposo Alejandro Odeski, a su hermano Daniel Pérez y a su esposa Verónica Jospe, a su hermana Vicky Pérez y su esposo Julio Poniemá. Les agradecemos a los sobrinos Marina, Pablo y Nicolás Poniemá, Diego y Daniela Spanier, Valentina, Gonzalo y Sofía Pérez Jospe. También les agradecemos a los sobrinos nietos Alejo y Bruno Tarrap y Margarita Poniemá. Gracias.